So, I unlocked the Koenigsegg Gemera this morning. Got the key, spent about 10,000 some tokens to get it to 6 stars from 3 stars. And well, these are the stats of it maxed. I said let me show it before I actually do the review, but by now I think you already know what kind of review this is. And I think it looks the best in gray, or kind of silver to be honest. This is currently what my Gemera is like with the upgrades, because I didn't have enough credits. I started off at like 26 mil, and yeah, I'm trying to get there to max it. I'm trying to prep it for Gauntlet, although I think I only have like 3 epics. I'm also recording this video in the ambulance because it's like the quietest in here at the moment. The Gemera has really good acceleration. That 88 acceleration statistic is actually pretty solid. It's really good. It also makes it very useful for Gauntlet. It's one of like the fastest accelerating cars in the game. So if you didn't want to go for this car to use it in multiplayer, I think it would have been best to go for it for Gauntlet. I saw someone said they went for it and now they're gonna dominate Division 4 because he's in Division 4 with it and he has the Gemera now. I think he probably also had the time attack. So regardless of the fact, but let's start to talk about the car itself, should we? For one, I would say this car is fun to drive. It's also pretty floaty. That's another thing I like about the car as well. You do 360s with it and you can float pretty nicely. You do punch drifts. It reminds me of this car, the CC850, where you just do a little punch and then you just get into this bounce loop. It's pretty solid, to be honest. I actually think a lot of people went for the Gemera. I think it would have been like the best idea to go for it. I try to encourage whoever asked about it to go for it because it's worthy of actually going for. I mean, there are a lot of people who want to commit to Burst of Speed because for some reason a lot of people believe that the Bugatti Bolide is coming back for Burst of Speed, and I don't think so. I think if that car is to come back, there's a chance. I mean, it did come back for a Drive Syndicate, but if the Bolide is to come back, I think they would use it for a Drive Syndicate again. Is that even fair? Or they might bring it in like a special event with some super hard requirements. I don't think Gameloft is going to give the Bolide for free. But then again, we have the Devil 16 and Gauntlet, and I think by now probably 50% or even more of the community has the Devil 16. I might be wrong. Okay, there is a Absolute, an Imperium, a Yesco, and I think a Venom. I'm not sure. No, I don't think there's any Venoms here, but this is gonna be a good race. This is gonna show the Gemeras. I messed this part up. Sorry about that. Just excuse that real quick. I should have cut that honestly, but no, we're doing it raw. I'm showing it raw, right? We're gonna show you the comeback power. I'm gonna come back in this race here. There's no way I'm taking defeat here. They're not gonna call me back. Do a ramp trick, and I almost died doing that, but there we go. There it is. That's the grip and shit I'm talking about right there. That little float. It's pretty good. The handling of this car is actually pretty decent. It's nice. It actually holds and turns with your nitro pretty nicely. The drifting, I already rated it actually. I did a short for it, but the drifting in this car is actually very nice. It's grippy, it holds, it has a tight drift radius. It just does what you want it to do. So there's no way you could mess up handling with this car because it's also pretty stable. I'm gonna beat this guy. I'm gonna beat him. Yes sir. Come on, man. Come on. We lost to the Esco though. Okay, so now we have a Tuatara in this race. An Imperium also came back. This is good. And then there's a Chiron mixed in with the rest of the Gemeras because you're gonna match up a lot with Gemeras if you're playing with Gemeras. And yeah, I'm doing it in MP2 because I'm not currently in Legends League, so that's gonna be a bit of a problem to actually show it in Legends League. But regardless of the fact, the car is pretty solid. I just want to say that now, and I think now is the best time to say it. This car is actually very good. I just don't agree with Gameloft overranking it so high. It doesn't deserve to be over 5,000, but it does deserve to be as highly placed as it is. It just doesn't deserve to be over 5,000. It's like you take direct comparison to this to the Pure Sport, and I feel like the Pure Sport can rival this car, but at the same time it would not be able to rival this car because it's just better. In my opinion, it's better. It outdrifts the Pure Sport. It definitely outhandles it in certain situations, but the Pure Sport has better nitro than it, right? And then I may be wrong, but I think the Pure Sport also has slightly higher top speed, maybe. It's hard to say because the Pure Sport is ranked as high as it is. This is a clean race, to be honest. I mean, I kind of fucked up on those ramps at the end there, but anyway, what I was saying is, okay, this car deserves better nitro, at least. It does deserve higher nitro efficiency, and then I could fully agree with the rank over 5,000. The nitro should not be what it is. It should be over 50, or probably like 55 at least. Like, give us Yesco level NOS at max, because the nitro duration is okay, but I want to be able to maintain my top speed for a longer period of time. But the thing that I see about the Gemera, what makes this car severely useful, is its ability to constantly lap lead. Like, you with this car, you're going to have the ability to constantly lap lead. So it's definitely a very strong Titan for MP2, probably Unbreakable, probably Nitro, Phantom Boost, that thingy. But Slipstream is gonna be a bit of an issue depending on the track, but you're seeing it in front of your eyes right now. I'm doing it. I'm doing it for you, right? That Yesco, this absolute, if he drags the wall in the end here, all the way, like this wall to the left, then maybe he could pass. No, what am I saying? He's not gonna pass. I am too consistent. That's what this car is. It's consistent. It's consistent. It may not have the nitro to maintain its top speed, but it's hella consistent, and that's what I like about it, low key. Alright, this is definitely a track to be concerned about. This is Nevada. So basically anything can happen here. I think there is a Yesco in this. Or is it just I don't remember actually. I think it's just Gemera's. Okay, so I had a pretty strong start, low-key. I didn't get like Shockwave, but it's still a pretty strong start. And then the acceleration, look at this, right? Look at the recovery on corners here. Look at that. The nitro just boosts you all the way back up to top speed. Like, what are you really concerned about when you basically get back up to top speed in like no time? There's no, look at it, floaty, almost close to floating on 400. And I think there are instances where you could get the car to float on oh my god. All right, I think I have to come out and say it, guys. This car is solid. Like, don't mind my bad driving. I see people put down the work with this car in multiplayer, even when I'm pushing and grinding to get the top of the leaderboards. The Gemera always shows its appearance, bro. It's just, there are so many skillful players in the game right now that it's kind of hard to, you see. Now when you get tracks like Rome and Osaka and maybe Cairo, the Ancient Wonders, and then you get Chicago, you get what's this other track? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my god, it's right there. Auckland, and you get Buenos Aires. You could even get Singapore. This car is gonna dominate. You're gonna lap lead in Himalayas for a while actually, because this car is crazy how consistently you could stay in front with it. I'm starting to probably realize why the car is severely overranked. GameLaw probably made it in a way that it will, oh shit, I gotta go. Duty calls, boys. Okay, so I just wanted to wrap this video up before I go real quick, because I gotta go. But the Gemera is a pretty solid car. I will actually really and truly rate it probably like a 9 out of 10, an 8.8 out of 10. It also has some really cool decals. I think this one is like the best one. The animated decal is also pretty nice as well, but I'm not paying $9.99 for that. But regardless of the fact, guys, get the Gemera. If you haven't gotten it yet, get the Gemera before it's gone again, because who knows when they're gonna bring it back.